If you feel like it's getting harder to get clients, it's because funnels are dead and belong back in 2019. Let me show you what to build instead and what next level coaches are using to close clients faster without losing their trust or sounding like a sales bro in the process. Let's jump in. A lot of the coaches that I work with recently have been saying that it's getting harder to get clients in 2026. And it's because conventional funnels just don't work anymore. And here's the problem. What we have built in the past is a funnel that looks like this, and we push people through 3 stages. The first is awareness. We want them to become aware of us, aware of our product, the problem that we solve. Then it's consideration. They're working out, is this somebody I want to buy from? Is this the person I want to solve my problem? Is this thing actually going to fix the problem that I have? And then it's conversion, where they actually go, this is great, I'm going to buy. And so this typically looks like top, middle, and then bottom of funnel. And that is sometimes what you hear founders, entrepreneurs, and creators talk about their content. Top of funnel content, middle of funnel content, bottom of funnel content. And it's based on these 3 stages. The trouble is, we're smart enough to know when we're in someone's sales system. Spoiler, your buyers are too. So people know when they've been put into a sales system and they're being engaged. And that changes the conversation into a script, doesn't it? Now we're being forced through someone's email system. You know what it feels like. So the other problem with this is that the term funnels has become a generic term for a buyer journey. So in the beginning, that marketing framework, awareness, consideration, conversion, it was a great way of understanding the stages that people would typically be in general before willing to buy from us, and what we needed to build out to fit that and to overcome the obstacle of they have no idea who I am to I know, like, and trust this person and I'm going to buy. But it's changed quite a bit since, and what we've come up with now is something that looks like this. And this isn't a funnel, this is a buyer journey. And what we've mapped out here is the journey a buyer would take from discovering us down here, going, who is this person, to saying, I know, like, and trust them, and now I'm going to buy from them. But the typical buyer journey doesn't fit all of our ideal future clients. And so we build these loops for them to get stuck in, really. Instead of dropping out over here, we build a loop, maybe it's email engagement or something, where they can sort of whiz around there until they're ready to dive back in, come up here, and eventually buy from us. The problem with this is that when that doesn't work, we realize, you know what, I'm losing clients over here too. So I'm going to build another one. And I'll put this system in place so that they can go down here, along there, and eventually buy from me again. And we keep doing this because as we find people falling out of this journey that we've built for our typical client, we just build in new systems to try and get them to purchase. And we end up treating our buyers like lab rats in a maze looking for the cheese. And we overcomplicate all of it. And we build all of these systems, plugging it in, trying to get someone to the very end where they buy from us. You've probably been in someone's email series that looked and felt a little bit like this. And as you're going through it, you're looking for the value. Like, where's the thing that's going to help you level up? Where's the cheese in this system? And so we overcomplicate it and we make it hard for our clients to buy from us. What we want to do is make it easy for them to buy from us. And again, they're smart. Your buyers know when they're in your sales system and when it's turned from a conversation into a script. So here's what to build instead. And if you guys want to grab the workbook for this, and we'll go through it together, download it in the description. What we're going to build out here is the Buyer Ascension Ladder. So instead of forcing all of your clients, your potential buyers, into a maze like lab rats and making them find their way through it until they buy from you, where you're essentially failure mapping your own process. You've got a typical buyer journey, and then when it doesn't work because they drop out, that failed, and we build another little system, we bolt things on, and we overcomplicate it. What we should build instead, and what next level coaches are building to engage buyers faster, so it shortens our sales cycle and builds a ton of trust, is a Buyer Ascension Ladder. And here's how it works. On the right, we have all of the steps that we want our buyers to take so that they come to know, like, and trust us and are willing to buy from us. And the journey from I have no idea who this person is to now I'm willing to buy is going to be a little different for everybody. So for you, it might be a step ladder. Maybe there's 3 or 4 steps that they need to take. If you've got a high ticket program in the tens of thousands for many months, year or more, maybe there's 15, 20 or more steps that they need to take before they're willing to buy from you. And you want to think of these like micro yeses. What is the little step that they need to take to get closer towards purchasing? This isn't like we give them a lead magnet and then we put them in an email series and then after 25 emails they buy. That's not what we're talking about. What we want are the micro yeses. Did they engage in our content? Did they download the lead magnet? Did they open the lead magnet? If we get yeses to all of these are the micro steps that we're mapping out here in the Buyer Ascension Ladder. And by doing this, you're giving yourself an advantage, because when you know exactly what little step you need your buyers to take so they're willing to buy from you, you're also going to discover all of the things that you need to do over here on the left side to get them there. So you're going to end up with a hybrid system. It's going to have your buyers over here on the right and the steps that they need to take. And then it's going to have you over here on the left and the steps that you need to take to help them level up. And so you're literally going to guide them to taking one micro step at a time to get those micro yeses so that they finally get up here and are willing to buy from you. This flips it from a system that I've built where I hope the rat enters in the beginning, loops around the maze I've constructed and eventually finds the cheese, into a conversation where we are with them throughout the process. We're helping them level up each step of the way, building trust as we go, shortening our sales cycles so that they buy from us faster. Does that feel a little different from the funnel systems that you've built in the past? Yeah, it's because we're focusing on building trust. There is a massive trust deficit when it comes to coaching right now, because everyone has been building these sales bro marketing systems that's focused on forcing people into a fixed journey that really doesn't exist anymore. People want to be engaged with. They want trust. It's why channels like YouTube do so well, because you get face-to-face with someone and you get to know, like, and trust them and see if you vibe with them and learn what they're all about. If you can build a marketing system that does the same, where you're helping them level up one piece at a time and recognizing that your buyers are smart. They don't want to be put into a system. They actually want to engage with you. Make it easy, shorten the sales cycle, help them take the next step, and don't overcomplicate it. So here's what I want you to do. Download the PDF below and you'll get the workbook. Map out each side what you want your buyer to do on the left. We're going to do this first. And then number 2, map out the steps that you need to take to help them level up each step of the way to get those micro yeses so that they're willing to buy from you. You might be surprised how significantly this differs from the funnel that you've built. We want to build the setup that makes people know, like, and trust us quickly, rather than putting them in loops where they get caught until we hope at some point they're ready to bounce out and eventually buy from us. If you like this and it sounds good and you want more, hit the subscribe button and I will see you in the next one.